What's up, everybody? Check out the Comic Outlaw on YouTube. Drop us a like and hit us up. And we are ready to rock and roll. Yes, we are back with the Fantastic Four. And we're on issue 11, The Impossible Man. Yes, sir. Now, there's a lot of filler in this issue. I'm just going to get this out of the way right now. Stan Lee decided to, you guys are going to see what I'm talking about right now. Basically, the first few issues are a recap of the recap of the first issue. They seem to do this a lot, but this one was interesting because remember, there's no internet at the time. You couldn't just ask someone something and then have them tweet you the answer. This is cool. These are kids playing Fantastic Four. Because they're getting popular at this point. In the franchise rights, and Reed really did a good job in marketing the Fantastic Four to the people, which is one of the reasons they become one of the legit superhero teams of Marvel. And of course, they're picking up the mail, which is a lot of mail. Today, they're going to be answering fan letters, which is interesting. This never really happened too much in comics, where the superheroes would directly answer. It's kind of cool. I love this part right here. Things going in for a present sent to him, thinking it's candy or something, and whamp. And it's just funny. It's the Yancey Street Boys. This group from Ben's old neighborhood. These kind of rough and tumble kids that Ben sort of takes care of. They kind of make Thing the butt of their jokes. So they're always playing pranks on him. But yet again, Mr. Fantastic has a serum. Yes, I said serum. That he's gonna try on Thing and see if he's gonna turn human, and he does for a while. And Torch is like, yeah, I don't want to be here when that thing fails. I can't blame him. Anyways, we're going over their origin right now. Since this is a letter thing, and they're kind of discussing their past. Ben and him met in college. Ben was a football star, and then the war happened. Ben flew planes. He was a soldier, while Reed, of course, experimented on rockets. He was a scientist. He built stuff. He was an engineer, and of course, their rocket. Their famous rocket. They took off early because they were losing funding. So they took off in the ship, and the ship was, of course, bombarded with cosmic rays. And, of course, they made it out, but it changed them. It changed them in fundamental ways, each getting a different gift, kind of pseudo to their personality, I guess. So, of course, Ben became Thing, Johnny became the Torch, Sue became Invisible Woman, and Reed became Mr. Fantastic. And as I said, they're answering letters right now. And Thing, you think he'd put on a coat or something, but hell, first time not being a monster in a long time, I might want to be shirtless too. Anyways, some of the letters are saying that Sue's kind of a worthless character. She doesn't pull her weight. And they do a flashback on how she kind of saved everyone from doom and how she helps out. And it's right around the time, of course, where Thing's serum wears off and he turns back into the monster that we all know and love. And of course, they lead Sue into a little ship where they have her birthday celebration. Everyone starts chowing down on some cake. And of course, there's a little editor's note, saying that they will answer letters or try to. Stanley had a real way of connecting with people even back then. Very cool. And now we're on to our villain, I guess you could say, the Impossible Man. And this guy's from a pop-up universe. Let me just explain that. He kind of has the ability to turn himself into anything, whether it's a cactus or a jet plane. You'll find out what I mean right now. So he just lands here, starts walking around, meandering amongst the humans, turns himself into a jet, and then a little bug, and decides to rob a bank. Yeah, this guy has more than a few screws loose, you know what I mean? Cops try to shoot at him. He turns himself into steel. Kind of thanks everyone for the withdrawal and takes off. Of course, they call him the Fantastic Four to do something, and he's just sitting there chowing down on corn and watermelon. I don't blame him. I love watermelon too. And of course, Thing's trying to do his tough guy routine on him, and he just goes off to explain that he's from a pop-up world where things pop up and change. The alien race has the ability to turn themselves into anything. And one day, he wanted to go on vacation, so he decided to come here And that's basically it. He just kind of came here out of boredom. And they try to apprehend him, which does not work. He's able to turn into anything, so he turns into ice. And then Reed tries to stretch out for him. He turns himself into a little bouncy ball. It is very cool. And then he turns himself to a little jet plane. Like his powers are just awesome. And it's just interesting the many, many things he could turn into. And the Fantastic Four is kind of wondering what to do. I mean, he's turned into a saw blade. He's cutting right through stuff. I mean, he could be very dangerous, if he doesn't pay attention to his powers. And that's the main thing the Fantastic Four is worried about. Of course, he turns himself into a creature, starts scaring people. I mean, like, he realized he's the most powerful person on Earth, or at least he thinks he is. So he's just going mad. He's going on a little fun rampage. Tries to steal a taxi, and Ben, of course, grabs it and gives it the old heave-o. All right, they catch up to him. They try to catch him. He turns himself into a bomb. A bomb. Yes, sir. And it's very cool. I like the design. Like, I love Kirby's art. I love when he draws a creature, he draws a creature and it looks cool. Anyways, Reed grabs the bomb, throws it in the air. The Impossible Man just comes gliding on down. Of course, they try to catch him. Torch tries to fly up there to catch him. But it really doesn't work because the Impossible Man can, well, do the impossible. So they finally catch him, and Reed had a very interesting idea. This creature craves attention. So they just decide to ignore him. It's kind of funny. They're not paying attention to him, and this creature craves attention. So everyone on Earth is just ignoring him. And he gets annoyed like a little child, and he decides to go somewhere else where the beings of that planet are a lot more fun. So this time, kiddies, ignoring the problem did make it go away. And this is the Comic Outlaw saying, I'll catch you on the flip side.